DM needs our help. Kim sent us a DM and said, "Hey, Brown Bag, what's up? I need your guys' advice. So a couple weeks ago, I had a family function, and everyone was pretty lit. My cuñado, my man's brother, was hella drunk, and he was kind of too friendly, and I think he was low-key trying to kiss me, acting like he was falling on me. I know he was drunk, but I don't think that's an excuse. I also don't think he remembers. I'm afraid that he'll actually see me that way because he's never acted that way with me. I've been trying to avoid seeing them, and I didn't tell anyone. How would you guys go about it?"
Sheesh. Oh, sheesh.
It's her.
Great commentary.
It's her man's what?
Man's brother.
Oh, su cuñado. Okay.
Cuñado.
Yeah,
creepy, creepy cuñado.
Did she say how long they've been dating for?
No.
Brother's to fight him now.
I know.
Yeah. Because she hasn't told the brother, right?
Well,
I'm assuming not.
She's just confused. Like, well, maybe it was an accident. You know, I think most people are like always trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt if they've been around them a lot. You know, whether it's a good or bad idea, they're trying to be like, well, maybe he wasn't trying to, or I don't know if he really knew what he was doing at the time. So I think she's kind of stuck there and doesn't know whether to tell the her man. Yeah, I'm trying to be like, this is what your brother did, because that could start a whole thing. My word against his.
Because that's your brother.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like it's like one of the homies. If it was one of the homies, you'd be like, "Yo,
yeah."
You go and you tell him, but when it's your brother, you stop.
When it's a brother involved, the rest of the family can potentially get involved. It's not like you cut off your homie and then it's like you never hear from him.
Yeah.
You be like, "No, I don't want to talk to my brother." Now your mom's like, "¿Por qué no hablas a tu hermano?" You know, now it goes into a whole thing.
Your brother can make a big scene about it too.
Yeah.
Have everybody. Yeah, that is true. I didn't think about that.
She's lying. I wasn't even there. You know, it could be a whole thing.
I was drunk.
Yeah. All bad.
Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, good morning.
What's up, baby
Kim.
girl?
Good morning.
All right, talk to us, Mamacita. A couple weeks ago, you had a party at your house?
Well, it was at my grandparents' house.
Okay, so it's your side's family. It's like it's yours. So then your boyfriend brought his brother.
He invited his brother. Yeah.
Okay, and talk to me. What went down that day?
Okay, so everybody was so I want to say, first of all, everybody was drinking, having a good time. But I also want to mention that I wasn't drinking. So my how do you call it? Like my judgment was there, It wasn't like I didn't know what was going on or anything. Basically, I was just watching, everybody have a good time. I go to the kitchen and I already knew they were drunk. So I also want to add that he has a girl, like he has a whole family too.
Jesus.
And they were outside in the front yard. Like whenever we hang out in the front yard. And I happened to go into the kitchen and he's coming to tell me they were arguing, right? And it's none of my business. I don't get into anything like that. I don't give them advice. I don't get in their stuff. But he comes in trying to tell me, hey, go hang out with her because she's outside by herself.
Oh, him and his girl also went. She was there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought your man brought him only, but him and his girl.
He brought his girl, yeah.
Okay.
And his kids.
And his kids. Boom.
So he's telling me to go outside and, like, talk to her and stuff. But, I mean, they're arguing, so I'm not going to go, like, in between if she's, like, just talking smack about him, like, for what, right? So anyways, I'm in the kitchen, and he's coming, like, walking towards me fast, like, stumbling kind of, and he's like, hey, so he grabs me by, like, my waist kind of. And at first I thought it was just to get my attention, but then, like, he's like, go talk to her and this and that, and then, like, he's, like, getting in my face. I'm standing up, obviously, but, like, he's, like, leaning on me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can feel, like, I can, like I said, I can feel.
He's putting his weight on you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at him, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, okay. And, I'm just like, okay, he's drunk. Like, let me not make a scene or anything, right? And I just I'm like, hey, don't get me involved into your stuff. And I just walk outside. And I've seen them after that, but it was briefly, so it wasn't too awkward. But I was okay with going where we went because I wanted to see if he was, like, acting weird, right? Because I'm like, maybe it was just me, I don't know. But he wasn't acting weird, so I think he doesn't remember. My thing is though, like we've obviously everybody has gotten drunk, but that doesn't mean you're gonna go and do something,
Right.
like I don't know. And that's the thing. We're not touchy-feely people. Like it's just
you have your own space. Like, and I guess to you, that means that like to just even invade you're not a touchy person. You're not someone that's like, oh hey cuñada, and you guys hug each other. It's like that's not your relationship.
Correct.
Okay.
Huh. So I don't want to say anything because they, the brothers have had drama in the past, not because of a girl, but they've had other drama and they stopped talking for years. So now they both have kids and they're, we're doing family stuff. And so I don't want to take that away if maybe it was like just, something, I don't know.
Just his
but I also don't
equilibrium
want
off because he was turned and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, what's another couple years if they already been through?
Yeah, they already don't like each other sometimes.
They could spread apart for another, No, I'm just kidding.
How long have you been with your man?
How long have I been with him?
Yeah.
For 4 years.
You guys have kids together?
Yeah, we have a baby.
So you guys are like an actual family.
They are.
I mean,
so when this happens, because you said you were okay going where you guys went. I don't really understand that if that's
okay. So the next time, we like linked up as like couples, I guess. We went to like an outside setting, so it wasn't like intimate in my house or anything like that. So there was distractions around us. Like I didn't have to be around them so much and interact with them so much.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you were okay seeing him again after that, but something is still kind of eating away at you. Because what it can seem like is that you understood it may be innocent, but as you're sitting with it, something to you is off.
Yes.
What is off about it?
So now I'm kind of looking at it, like, the reason why I'm looking at it like that is because I would never do something like that, right? I would never even get so close to somebody's face like that.
Yeah.
No matter how drunk I am, I could just never see you like that. Like, I know people say stuff about when girls say that I see him as a brother, but I really do. Like, that would have never, ever crossed my mind, no matter how drunk I am.
Like, why is he grabbing my waist and why is he... Yeah. And when he was telling you go talk to her and you said, I'm not going to get into it, did it feel like he was flirting with you?
Yes.
Like it felt more like of a playful.
Yes, it felt very playful. Yes.
Huh. Because it's about his girl, so I'm just trying to wonder. Because I get where you're coming from, but I'm trying to it just sounds very innocent.
Yeah, it could sound innocent, but like I said,
it's just a feeling.
She felt that.
Not only that, the relationship that I have with him. Yeah, correct. Like, he was drunk, and I know that, but he's been. I mean, we've been in that setting.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just afraid that he'll see me that in the slightest sense and it'll happen again and then issues will actually happen, So the fact that I didn't say anything, I don't know if he remembers or not.
It's never happened ever before. This is like the first time and only time it's happened.
Yes.
Basically, you're saying it felt like one of those club moves where you're like, the guy's trying to walk through. He's like, oh, excuse me, shawty, let me get through one time.
Like puts his hand on your waist.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It's a little, and then it's like,
that's a little different because it's like, that's the first time that you see that man, but this is like your
But no, I'm saying the act of like touching, right?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Mañoso.
Like, hey, go talk to her. Come on.
Yeah, like, come on. And that is a little bit
that is
flirty.
too much, like, for a cuñada.
Because, look, if you want your cuñada to go talk to your girl, hey, can you talk to her? Can you please go? Versus, hey, go talk to her. Tell me how it was, because I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
It should be like you.
Yeah, okay, so I also want to add that we were alone in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I really have never, I can't even think of a time that I was ever alone with him. So we were alone in the kitchen. So that's why I'm also saying, like, I don't know. See, this is where I know we're women, we overthink. But I'm like, was he waiting to be, like, get the liquor courage and also catch me alone and, like, kind of throw something in a ver si caigo? Like, I'm not sure what the vibe was.
He's baiting you, testing the waters.
Who has better riz, your man or his brother?
Oh, my man, for sure.
Yeah?
Who looks better?
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever
Who what?
It's a good question.
Did he ever say, like...
Do they look alike?
Not really.
No, Vic was asking who looks better.
Who looks better?
Who looks better? Oh, my man.
Yeah.
See, no doubt.
Did your brand's brother ever be like, damn, I wish she was like you, you know?
Or
Just
has he ever asked you for a sister?
Yeah.
That's always creepy.
I've never seen him like that in those eyes ever.
Yeah.
No.
You've been with your man 2 years, right? Or
4 years.
Excuse me.
4
You've been with
years.
your man 4 years. You've known him for 4 years, then, right? The brother.
Correct.
And the brother's never been like flirty with you, or just flirty in general. Has he always been with the lady?
Yes.
He's always been. You've
Okay.
known him in a relationship.
Yes.
Got it.
They've been together. They got together, I think, a couple months after us. So
Oh, they're
I
fresh
wasn't
too.
around him at the time. The brother as well. So we kind of have both the same length of
Same kinda-
relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you homegirls with his girl? Because there's a reason why que no te metiste. It kind of feels like I'm
You
not
know,
getting
I
into
kind
this
of-
again.
I stay away from it because they're hella toxic.
What
you
about
know?
her?
Oh, wait, does she
Ya
like you?
salió.
Because you said that
toxic.
he's like your brother. So how are you with her?
Nah, I don't really
Yeah, you don't have
keep
a
an
relationship.
arm's length.
Yeah, got it. You know how she is. You know how they are. You're like,
Nah.
Yeah, and that kind of bugs me too because I feel like he knows that, and if he remembers at all, if he knows, I'm not gonna tell her.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
You know,
that is an
he
option.
knows that.
Does
I
she like?
can tell her, but
Does she like you? Like, do you guys like get along at all, or like nothing at all?
she likes me, but I keep my comments to myself.
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
you told it to
yeah.
us.
Now we know.
You're telling us your comments.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna take your man.
You
That's what
should
you're saying.
No,
you should
she's
tell
not.
everybody and destroy the family
Yeah,
right
just
now.
break up a family. That's pretty normal.
Yeah,
I could
destruction.
never do that. I
How
could
old's your
never
kid?
do that. And you know what?
He
My
did
And
that.
do it at Christmas
Oh,
or
they have
Thanksgiving.
kids.
It was
Yeah,
him.
they have
They
a
have
baby.
kids.
You didn't
No,
do anything.
they
It was
have
him.
kids.
Yeah,
The
the other
brother.
one has. Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Kim, it wasn't your fault. It's him.
Builds character.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
I said it's
And
not
don't
your
listen
fault.
to him.
It's him.
Do it at the
It's his.
funeral.
He broke up the family.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He's like your brother. So it's like, it would be weird, like, put it this way. And I'm just going to make you guys uncomfortable. Welcome. Pick one of these fools, Angie, that's like your brother. I know.
Concrete.
Okay, Concrete's like your brother.
We've been-
Imagine one
wow.
day Concrete's like, hey, go talk to my girl for me.
No
and
te
you're like,
pases.
no, I
como
know.
crees.
But you see how, like, that just, but also in your brain, like, you look at this guy like a bro. Like, this is your homie. You know what I'm saying? I could never fathom seeing Vic or Greg, like, try to, like, be so close to my face. Like, hey, look.
She don't see y'all
Yeah,
like
it's-
brothers, dog.
No, what I'm saying, I do.
No,
see
she's
us like
giving.
brothers.
Yeah, she's seeing.
I get it. Hypotheticals.
Yes.
But I'm saying I don't
We're
see
trying to be
Greg coming up
serious
to me
here.
and holding my
Yeah,
waist.
no,
like,
no,
hey,
yeah.
Letty.
no.
Because I
That'd
see
be
this
like,
with,
what
a
the
brother.
hell?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
let me
punch
get
him.
through, let me
Even
get
if
through,
even
let me
if
get through.
anybody's drunk, I still
Yeah.
don't picture the like we
That
didn't even
slip
get that
of
close
a
to each other.
hand, yeah.
Yeah,
Weird.
Stay over there.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
Next
I think it was a
Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm
combination
not
of
disgusting.
everything.
You're
No,
disgusting.
I'm saying in general that thing. Like,
Okay, so that happens to you. So you're already tripping out, like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then you're not
Yeah,
gonna
no.
talk to her. So even I guess that sentence from him, it was more of a flirting. It's not like he knows you're not gonna talk to her. He knows you don't
Yeah.
like her.
Ah,
He knows you're
yeah,
keeping
you're
her at arm's
right.
length. But he's like, hey, go talk to her.
Great
But
point.
knowing that you won't.
Great point.
So
Letty.
it's less of a actually wanting you to do it and more of like this. I'm gonna play
yeah,
with
because he's
her.
like, no, just kidding, no se hablan. Ah.
She should bro him a
Yeah,
lot. She
so
should bro
now
him.
I'm a little
From
bit
now on?
awkward where
Yeah.
it comes to like hanging out one-on-one with the families. It's
Yeah.
a little bit awkward. So I've been using the excuse that because okay, I'm gonna say this, you guys. I have 4 kids. Okay, I know how kids are, but let me just throw this out there. Like his kids are bad. Like those kids are bad. They're like little silver teeth kids. Like they're bad. They live up to that
Wait,
name.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait,
come on,
wait,
Come
hey,
on,
wait,
come on,
wait.
let her keep going. Let her
I
go.
still have silver teeth.
The
Hold
reason
on,
why
big
I
dog.
bring it up is because
Muelas
I tell my man that we need a break from them because their kids are bad, right? Like they be breaking stuff. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we need. That's been my
That's your excuse,
right? Like
blame it on children.
yeah. To not
Hey.
be around them like
Yeah.
one-on-one.
They be breaking stuff with their teeth. He was chewing on my television.
are those all his kids?
As a mother of bad kids, I get it. I get it. Sometimes I want a break. So I get it if you want a break.
But then they're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming out. Wait, anything else about them?
Yeah, tell us,
I know.
tell us
Yeah,
more
you're letting it out.
details.
Spill all the tea.
Where does he work?
And your 4 kids are perfect, huh?
No, mine, no, absolutely not. But I mean, not that bad.
4 kids in 4 years?
That's what I was saying. Are
No,
they all
no,
his
he
just
has
kids?
one
one
kid.
kid with him.
Oh, 1 kid. So
Yeah.
you, oh yeah.
2 + 2 is 5, dude.
What?
Don't worry about the details.
Oh,
Wait.
damn.
What are
baby
you
daddies.
talking about?
So she
They
can.
didn't
Oh,
teach
so
me in math.
so you're okay. So your
Kim,
boy.
I'm confused.
So your
Go
boy
ahead.
got the like. He got the cup of noodles family like instant, like from one like So you came with 3 kids.
Yeah. I came with 3 kids, and he has 4 stepkids. Well, those are his 4 stepkids.
There's
So,
bonus babies.
There's a bunch of blended families over here on
that's
this
fine.
side.
Okay.
That's fine. I love a
That's fine.
smoothie.
Yeah.
Let's blend it up.
Yeah.
A lot of parties.
Yeah, it's not
Smoothies
that
where
wrong.
they can drink it up.
Yeah.
Body.
He didn't bring nothing to blend with though.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Okay.
That smoothie's already
Don't
watered
do
down.
that. Don't do that.
I
I'm
was
just
trying to-
saying.
There's a lot of people that have blended families.
Of course.
Yeah.
Vic, you're part of a blended family.
Yes, but 2 + 2 does not equal 5.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I don't know where you.
Yeah, I
got
don't know
that.
where you're
That was a very odd. I don't
She
know why
said
you
don't
said
ask
that.
1 +
questions.
1 definitely
Yeah.
equals 2.
Yeah. But the other kids are bad, huh?
Yeah.
Your kids are bad at math. I'm kidding.
We
Kim.
love you,
I'm
Kim.
kidding,
We love you, Kim. We're
We
just-
do.
Yeah,
But not
we're
like
just-
that,
yeah,
sister.
but not like that.
Yeah, we're kidding.
Not
We're
like
Bring
that,
it up at
sis.
the next Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Okay, so
PowerPoint
you're
presentation.
you're trying to wonder, or you're wondering, like, should I tell my boyfriend? Should I say something to my brother-in-law?
Tell her the baby daddy.
Like, are those your options, or should I just be quiet and let it go?
Mm-hmm.
But
See,
also,
that's where I go back and forth because I'm like, okay, if I tell my boyfriend, I know he's gonna take it super bad.
Mhm.
And also, if I tell my cuñado, then I'm doing something behind my man's
Yeah.
back, and
Mhm.
that doesn't feel right
but
either.
also, if you keep it quiet, like,
You're gonna-
you may he may also think he has permission now that you didn't say
Right.
anything.
Yeah. The esconditas.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you didn't say no, so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
that means yes.
And that's the start potentially of
Yeah.
him going even further.
yeah. You didn't say oh no, so maybe oh yeah is
Oh,
in the
no.
future.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't. Oh no. I'm stuck
And
in
then-
the washer.
I get you, Kim.
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah.
I'm
So
right here
there's
with
3
you.
outcomes. Which one would you guys use? You know, there's 3 outcomes. Which one would you do?
I tell the Silvertooth kids.
Yeah.
Oh no! Honestly, I would just tell the boyfriend and be like, "Hey,
I'll just
like,
tell your mans.
tell the man and tell your boyfriend, and then from there, like maybe the boyfriend can talk to the brother, or maybe the 3 of you guys can have a conversation. But you shouldn't be feeling uncomfortable from now on.
I mean, I think it would just be like tell him like, look, I'm not sure if he was trying it 100%. I can't say. You
But
know, I
if she's
wasn't in
not
his
sure,
brain.
then why even bring it
because
up?
No, but like,
because
say
she
like
feels
this.
uncomfortable.
Like,
Yeah,
but
there's
just
something
say-
about like that you just feel it,
Yeah.
and it's sitting with her.
And
Yeah,
you-
so I get that feeling
and you
that
just
she's
say,
yeah.
you just say like, all right, I kind of felt uncomfortable. I'm not saying he like went crazy, but I just don't want to be alone with him anymore. So just don't leave me
Yeah.
alone with him anymore.
Because if she brings up to the brother's like, bro, I have a family and kid, dog.
Yeah,
like,
she's
Yeah, why would you?
tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tripping.
Swear,
Why
dog.
would I
I'm
do
in
that?
fail,
Well, if you're not
Yeah.
accusing him of anything, then he has nothing to be mad at. Just her telling him like, I don't want to be alone with
And
him
I think
anymore.
that's what keeps people quiet in any situation
Yeah.
of like where it's like, did this happen? Am I wrong? Like you always trip out, and that'll keep you quiet and kind of like dealing with it solo.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she's at, right?
Yeah.
And Kim, you said
Yeah.
they all listen.
There, what I'm sorry?
You said that they listen to Brown Bag.
Yeah. Well, my side, yeah.
Your
Let's
side.
go.
Your
Oh, your
side.
side.
What's up, Kim side?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
what's
Kim
up?
side? Kim
Trying to
side.
figure
Hey,
it out.
back her up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks for the support.
All right. 818-520-1059. Is there anything else you want to add? You were adding a lot. Like, you were really short with your message, but then you were adding a lot here.
Yeah.
And I just want to add that I was sober. And I want to add that he has kids. And I want to add that we were alone.
And
You want
we
to add
keep
anything
our
else? And I would
distance.
also like to add their kids are so bad. Like,
how big is
Aiden,
the kitchen?
Bad.
They got silver teeth.
Mm-hmm.
How big is the kitchen? Maybe he couldn't get too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, you guys were asking. I heard you guys before I got on the phone, like how long we've been together and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add whatever I could
I
to
gotcha.
help you guys understand the situation a little bit better.
You ever thought about leaving?
So,
your
as far as me saying that the kids were bad, that was just an excuse, you know, to not
Yeah,
kind of go.
Because you
one on
haven't
one.
told them.
I get
Oh,
you.
wait.
You think a lot, baby girl. Like, because you even have to
She's in
reply
her
to
head.
everything we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you think a lot.
You know what?
huh?
I'm a Cancer, so I'm a Cancer, so I'm extreme overthinker.
I
Yeah.
understand
Oh,
you.
Vic is one
I
too.
Vic is one too.
understand
But you guys are also extremely petty too.
Petty?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. If you put me there in that situation.
You're not supposed to tell him. That's our secret.
Oh, Kim. Petty.
Break up their family.
Tell him you need 2
Yeah.
bands a month to stay quiet.
Wait, this
That's crazy.
2 bands a month and a pair of Jordans to stay quiet.
What kind of Jordans, Concrete?
Mexican Jordans.
Jordans?
he gets it now. He gets it.
She's like, that's a good idea.
Kim, we're with you. We're with you, Kim. Yeah. All right. Alexis in Fullerton. What's up, Alexis?
Alexis.
Good morning to you,
Alexis.
baby girl. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning,
You sound like
Alexis.
sunshine, baby girl. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good.
Amazing.
Oh, we're cool.
I'm freaking out inside because I'm always trying to call you guys and I never get through.
Oh my
Hey.
God! And now
How does
look
it-
at you
how
came
does-
through.
How does it feel now that you got through?
I know, but how unfortunate is because of this story. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep.
they're not horrible.
I know.
Yeah. But you have a similar one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Alexis.
before me and my siblings all rented a house together, each person kind of had like their own room with their like their significant other.
Okay.
One day for our birthdays, we got like super drunk. Everybody was drunk. Everyone was like, I guess you could say like almost blackout drunk because we kind of overdid it.
Yeah.
So my cuñado, he was obviously with my sister at the time. I think they had just gotten engaged. So we were like celebrating everything. And then I came up to my room and I thought I was trying to fall asleep. I was like super drunk, trying to like focus on not throwing up. And he stayed downstairs with my husband. And my sister had went to her room because both of us were like super blackout drunk. And I guess I think my husband might have been in the restroom, but he came up to my room and opened my door. And I had like a very like revealing dress, which doesn't give him an excuse, you know, at all to like do anything. But he walked into my room and was just like kind of like staring over me. And I woke up and I was like, bro, what the yeah? And then he kind of like got scared and ran out. So because I was drunk, I didn't tell my sister anything because, you know, like, we're all drunk. Who is she going to believe?
Right.
She's going to be like, oh, it's me, you know, maybe you saw something or whatever. So I didn't say anything. Obviously, they're engaged, so they decided they want to move out. So they move out. And we go over to like a housewarming party for them. And again, we get drunk, but this time I didn't get as drunk because I obviously didn't want something like what had happened at home to happen at her home. So I didn't get as drunk. Everyone went to sleep. I slept over at her house. Everyone went to sleep. And he also wasn't drinking. We weren't drinking. Nobody was drinking too much. It was just kind of like casual drinking.
Okay.
I'm sleeping in the living room. And I wake up to him trying to, like, pull my shirt off of me.
Oh, no.
Alexis.
I hope you punch that fool in the face.
Fool.
Nah, he's a creep.
You
Straight
said
punch that
something,
fool.
right?
So I ran home scared because, casualidad, they live next door to us. Like, there's an apartment complex. We're in one, and they're in the apartment complex next door. So I ran home. I didn't say anything. I told my other sister, and she's the one who told me, like, no, you should say something.
Yeah.
I hadn't told nothing to my husband because I didn't want him to go, like, mess him up.
Right.
So I just, like, stayed quiet. But I told my sister, and then my sister was like, we should go pick her up from work and tell her. At that same day, like, so many bad things were happening. I had gotten into 2 car crashes. So many stuff was happening that day. So I was already, like, on edge. Yeah, I know. But we ended up telling her, and she kind of, like, blamed it on us because she's like, you know, like, what am I supposed to do with my life now? You kind of ruined my life. You should have told me the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. She's like, if I would have known sooner, I probably wouldn't have been with him. But we know the way that he is, and there's been instances where she should have left him, and she didn't.
Yeah.
So we knew she wouldn't have left him. So when I told her, she was just like, oh, I want you to come over here and confront him. And I was like, I'm not going to do that, like, at all. Like, that's not why I'm telling you. You're my sister. Like, you know, like, you should yourself put 2 and 2 together and know that that's not okay to do, especially because it happened twice. And, you know, like, deal with him or, like, leave him or I don't know what you're going to do, but, you know, that's your decision. So then she ended up, like, just going off on everybody. And she went off on my sister. She went off on me, telling us how we're both, like, bad sisters because we should have said something the first time. But then we tried to explain to her, like, you probably wouldn't have believed her because, like, you know, we were all drunk. So maybe, you know, it was, like a bad lapse in judgment. So since it happened the second time, obviously we're telling you because of this. But she ended up, like, just going off on everybody and then ultimately just ended up blocking us. She sent us a last text message talking about, oh, I'm going to leave him, but I don't want to talk to you no more. And we're like, that's BS. You're going to stay with him. So she blocked us all. And then we end up, since we live next door, obviously we're going to bump into each other all the time because we live right next door, like 2 different apartment complexes. And we saw her man the other day, and we're like, she stayed with him.
Of course.
Oh, this is recent.
Jump that fool.
Let's get him.
So she stayed with him. She's not talking to you guys. When you see him, do you say anything or do you act cordial?
No, we don't talk to her anymore. So
No,
we see
him.
her, like,
When you saw him, you said you saw him.
No, we saw him in his car, like, I guess driving to work, or I don't know what he was doing, but he was driving.
And you don't have a
but
boyfriend?
we just see them. Huh?
You don't have a boyfriend?
No, I have a husband.
And you didn't tell him?
Yeah, I ended up telling him after the fact, but he also, like, is not, like, happy with it, and he says if he sees him, because obviously we live, like, close to each other, he's going to mess him up. But, I mean, I told him just, like, leave it alone because not that it's, like, in a way, I'm glad he didn't actually touch me, like, in a way where it would have, like, I don't know. It is traumatizing.
It is.
Yeah, it is traumatizing. But it's just, like, I'm just glad it didn't get to a point where it's, like, I probably had to, like, fight him off. You know, like, I kind of just stirred him up with the fact that I was awake and, you know, paying attention to what he was doing.
You were definitely violated, and I don't want you to think that you were not violated. And I know that
definitely.
we're a very funny show, but also, like, what happened to you is not okay. And don't let your sister tell you different. Don't let yourself even tell you different. Sometimes our coping mechanism is that didn't really happen. It didn't get too bad. Like, you were still, like, even as that
just
was
waking up.
Think
like
of your
that.
daughter going through that, and would you tell her, hey, it didn't go too far, at least you don't have to fight him off of you? You know what I'm saying? Just take care of yourself in that way. You're right in all your feelings. You're right in the ground that you stand. You can say something if you want to say something. If you want to keep it quiet, also understandable too. But somebody like that, he's also showing you his character.
He's a creep.
So I know it's sad to lose a sister in that sense, but I don't want you to ever, like, think that you were wrong in that situation, okay? Because sometimes it can get like that. You're going to miss your sister. You're going to miss those moments. You're going to do all of that, but you were not in the wrong, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, I know you called to give advice.
Yeah. I know, Alexis.
And now you're changing my advice. See, now the extortion stuff is not even funny. Now it's not like, hey,
not that
Kim.
part.
Call cops.
Kim.
Yes?
Kim. Yeah, I would say something, baby girl.
Contact your
And
local
honestly,
authorities.
you're
the boyfriend first.
Punch that.
No,
Tell
Kim.
the boyfriend. Yeah, to Kim.
I think with what went on with you, you gotta tell your man, because like you said, you telling the cuñado something without telling your man is gonna be something.
Yeah.
At least your man would know. Hey, you have to also feel protected by your man. You have to feel like you can go to him, not like if it has to meet a certain requirement in order to go to your dude. You know what I'm saying? And best case scenario, it was just a mistake. You guys were drunk, and then like, oh, okay, like I didn't really mean it like that. Worst case scenario, of course, I didn't really do that. I was drunk. I don't remember. Blah blah blah. And it's like you versus them. But do you want to be associated with someone that you don't feel comfortable around, or you're awkward with? You don't want that.
Yeah. Why is he around?
Yeah, so maybe kind of like
babe, I know I said something,
dramatic tone.
but like, hey, babe, like, no, say it like how you told us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel like you gotta please other people when
Yeah.
something was done to you.
You
Like
feel
that, baby
uncomfortable.
girl, something was done to you.
That's
Yeah,
your
you feel
overthinking.
uncomfortable. You're the one feeling this. You should be able to tell your man, like, hey, this is what happened. This is exactly how I feel. Don't keep it in.
She's just overthinking it. That's why.
I know, my little baby girl.
Yeah, and I overthought it even more right now when Alexis was on because she was saying that it
How it
happened one
didn't
time
go
and then
right.
it happened again.
Of
Yeah.
course,
And then I
of
was like,
course.
oh my God, what if that happens? And then what
Yes.
if, like, you know,
And
it
then
gets
when you
exposed?
do
And then
say
he's like, that's
something-
why you didn't say anything in the kitchen. And then I'm like, oh my God, you know?
That's your future.
Yeah.
That was the ghost of Kim's future.
Mm-hmm. That's how they start. They start little creep, little creep.
Or like the next time you didn't say something the first time, why are you saying something now?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Okay,
All
bye.
right.
I'm kidding. Do you get what we're saying?
Yes. I definitely get that. I just thought about that right now when Alexis said that too. I'm like, what if he, you know, he gets in trouble and then he tries to get mad at me and he throws me under the bus talking about you didn't say nothing either.
Yep.
You know what? You want me to just pull up and fight him?
All right.
I'll do that for
Te
you.
gustó.
I'll throw a couple
No
punches.
le gustó.
No, but that's
No,
what he's
that's
gonna.
what he's
That's how
gonna
he's gonna
say.
act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull up.
All right, well, Kim, I love you. I support you, and I want you to like just give yourself give yourself that, like, you deserve to feel okay around people that you have around you. Like, that's not actually asking for a luxury. And if you
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable, you can say something. There's nothing wrong with that.
She's
Okay.
overthinking it. She's
Yeah.
overthinking it.
Well, I'll
She's
let you go
overthinking
there.
In her head.
it.